Hold up.
I hope you're having a great day. Today I want to talk about what happens if you have a deficiency of vitamin C. If you have a deficiency of vitamin C, it will affect your health. It will affect your weight. It will affect how all of your organs in your body work. If you have a deficiency of vitamin C, it can affect your relationships. You must be thinking, how can vitamin C deficiency affect my relationships? Vitamin C can also affect your career, your business, your partnerships with different people. The vitamin C I'm talking about today is not your pharmaceutical grade vitamin C. It isn't the vitamin C that you find in colored vegetables and citrus fruits and broccolis and all of that stuff. I'm talking about a vitamin C which I can guarantee you, if you learn to master, okay, you will start to take hold of your health, your career, your relationships, and every aspect of your life where you continue to fail in. The vitamin C I'm talking about is required in small doses, but every single day. I'm talking about consistency. You see, life is based on self-discipline and consistency. Without consistency, nothing can ever work. If a plant doesn't get the nutrients it needs consistently, it will die. If a young baby doesn't get the nutrients or the love and the care and whatever it needs consistently to thrive, he or she will get sick. Most people today fail, not because they have lack of skills. Some of the most successful people in the world aren't the brightest and most intelligent people that you'll come across, but they've mastered being consistent with their strengths. When you look around today at the amount of people doing fad diets, constantly moving from one diet to another, every day waking up on social media to see what's the next new superfood, the next fad, and yet they struggle to lose weight, put their diseases into remission, reverse their lifestyle diseases. It's because they don't have a lack of knowledge, they have a lack of consistency. When you find out things that work for you and you start to do them consistently every single day, let's talk about losing weight, because that's what most people Google for. I mean, most of the inquiries that come to me are, Luke, how do you put a cancer in remission? How do I lose weight? How do I get clean skin? How do I get better hair? Let's talk about all of these things. Consistency. So if you need to do an X amount of exercise, are you doing it consistently? It can't be I'm doing it for 3 days and then I travel for 4 days and I miss out on it. No. Okay? That doesn't mean that the exercise didn't work for you. You failed because you were not consistent. If you have a food plan given to you, okay, to eat for your disease, eat for your genes, eat for your fat loss or whatever it is, and you follow it for 3 days, and then you don't follow it for another 3 days, or the weekend comes in between, okay, and you do everything outside of your food plan. Did the food plan fail? Or did you fail because you were not consistent? The same thing in your business, in your career, in your relationships. What are the top 3 things that you need to do consistently in your relationship for it to be healthy? Is it maybe, for example, praying together, complimenting one another, whatever it is? If you do these 2 or 3 things consistently, don't try to do everything. Your relationships can get better. The same thing with your weight and your disease. You don't have to do everything. You need to do 1 or 2 or 3 very important things. The fundamentals. And if you do it consistently, you get it better. Financial management requires consistency. If you're consistent with your investments, okay, you build wealth. But today you start off with a new investment plan and the next month you realize, oh, it's Christmas, it's the festive season, I'm not going to invest this month. I want to spend my money and have a good time. Okay, there's no consistency. You're not going to build wealth. Everything in life needs consistency. Everything. And when you master this, everything's going to become easier for you. When I say easier, it doesn't mean life doesn't have difficulties and ups and downs. Okay? Now let's talk about how to start building consistency by knowing what your deepest desires are. Most people don't know what they want. If your deepest desire is to lose weight, okay? Now what are the top 3 things I have to do with my nutrition? What are the top 3 things I need to do with my exercise? What are the top 3 things I need to do with my sleep? What are the top 3 things I need to do with my emotional wellness? And do those 3 things every single day. Every single day. But if your goal isn't important today, okay, fine. If I don't lose weight in 1 month, I'll just go to some spa, or I'll just do a fat diet, or I'll just do some senseless diet to knock off 3 kilos. You've broken consistency. You're never going to get your results. When your relationships at the beginning, at the time you were dating, those few months or that first year, everything's going so well for you. What were you doing at that time? Can you start doing them again with consistency? Guess what? Your relationship's going to change in most cases. Everything that you've done that's worked for you, are you still doing it now? Or have you stopped doing it? So if it worked for you 3 years ago, there's no reason why it shouldn't work for you today. But you've broken the pattern of consistency and you're trying new things. You see, when we spend too much of time on social media and too much of content, overconsumption of content, there are so many new ideas and so many opinions and so many different things. We're constantly trying to do new things that sound good to us. Number one, it's absolutely fine if something wasn't working. But if something was already working, did you need a new idea or did you need consistency? You see, most people don't have to do different things all the time. They just got to be consistent with the little things that are working. So number one, how do you start to build consistency? What are your deepest desires, the things that are closest to your heart, and you build consistency around them? Like I always say, if I gift you a Rolex or a fancy car or a fancy handbag or a brand new whatever it is that you really love, do I need to motivate you and inspire you to look after it? No. You're going to look after it without motivation, without inspiration. Why? Because you've assigned some value to it. It's become a priority, a deep priority for you to look after. Do I have to inspire most parents to look after and protect their kids? I say most parents because a lot of parents don't. No, you don't have to do that because you've assigned value to that gift of life, your child. When you assign value and priority to things and to people in your life, you build consistency around that. But if it's not important to you and you've not assigned it priority and you've not assigned it value, you will break consistency. Most people want to lose weight to look good, but they're not willing to put in the consistency. How can it ever happen? And the smart marketing teams out there notice this human behavior. So they keep giving you new stuff. Do you really need new stuff all the time? Or do you need to be consistent with the basics? Everything takes time to work in life. A medicine takes a particular amount of time. A superfood takes a particular amount of time. A behavioral change. But because you want instant gratification all the time, okay, what happens? You never achieve anything except that temporary happiness because you got it right now. You got it right now. So you're happy for a few seconds, maybe a minute, maybe a couple of minutes or an hour, but after that, you're back to your own self, your same self. Consistency is everything. The homework that I have for every one of you today is every department or aspect of your life where you're looking to bring about some positive impact or change. What are the 1, 2, or 3 things that you know if you do consistently, it's gonna change your life? And then just start doing it. I want to build a habit of prayer. Okay, so let me take 5 minutes in the morning to say my morning prayers. Let me take 5 minutes at night to say my night prayers. And I know I need 5 minutes. I know what prayer I'm going to say. Now I just got to do it day 1, day 2, day 3. On day 4, I may not feel like doing it, but I still do it because that's how you build consistency. There's no reason not to do it on day 4. That's laziness. That's you giving up. And by the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th day, it becomes part of you. Now let's talk about consistency in a different way. If you're consistently glued on to your Instagram and social media and scrolling, how did you get consistent with that? Because you kept doing it over and over again. So if you want to get consistent at the good things, you got to do it over and over again. The same way you're consistent with the bad things, with the bad habits, because you're doing it over and over again. That's why you get good at it. Anything that you do over and over again, you get good at it. Whether you tell lies, whether you say bad things, whether you get angry all the time, you keep doing that over and over again, you get good at it. So you need to start getting good at the right things, and that's how you build consistency. Let's say you want to get consistent with a morning routine. First, define a morning routine that is close to your heart. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. Your morning routine could have 5 minutes of pranayama. You could have maybe one or two yoga asanas. For some people, it could just be sit in nature under the sun for 10 minutes. That's fine. You design your morning routine in a way that it is close to your heart based on your deepest desires, and then build consistency around that. Do it every single day. You miss out one day, no big deal. Get back on track the next day. You miss out another day, get back on track. We can never always be consistent. Some people can, but it's difficult. So when you miss a day, just get back on track. Don't label yourself as a failure. Don't label yourself as, oh, I knew I couldn't do this. Consistency is everything. Teach this to your children. Teach it to everyone. It appears to seem boring, but anything you want to achieve in life is built around consistency. You want to build a new workout program? What is closest to your heart? Not what every, actor or actress is doing or social media star is doing. What is close to your heart? Make that into your discipline and then do it consistently over and over and over again. You can change it. You can change your morning routine if it gets boring after a while. You can change the kind of prayer you say if it gets boring after a while. But build consistency around the things that are closest to your heart. Whether it's that consistency in making that call to your mom or your dad every day or every third day or every fifth day, whether it's that family outing, whether it's sitting in nature, whatever it is that is close to your heart. So for that, you need to know what's close to your heart. If you're spending too much time on social media, every day your wants and your needs continuously change based on what's going on in what's going on social media that's filling into your mind. Today you want a lifestyle like this person. Tomorrow you want a lifestyle like someone else. Today you want a body that looks like this particular person. Tomorrow, no, it needs to look like someone else. If you don't have clarity of your own goals and your deepest desires, you can never achieve anything in life. So you should know your deepest desires, you should know what you want, and then build consistency around that. Small baby steps done repeatedly every day. You fail, get up, do it again the next day. Small baby steps, like I say, small wins every single day. So break down your life into your health, into your wealth, into family, into relationships, into your personal growth, into your career. What do you want to achieve in each of these spheres? And what are the top one or two things that you know if you do consistently, you are going to achieve it? Will the path be clear? No, there'll be ups and downs. There'll be success and failure. That's part of everyone's life. Suck it up. That's how it is. You can't feel entitled that everything should go smoothly for you. You can wish and intend it does, but it doesn't have to be that way, because that's what life is. It's about the ups and downs, the struggles, the light, the dark, the happiness, the sadness, the joy, the pain, the bitter, the sweet, everything. But you need to build consistency to change every single thing. People today are not patient. A particular medicine's not working, they want to change immediately. A particular food's not giving them a result, no. Exercise, no. They fail to see. Of course, change if it's not working. You've been doing something consistently and it's not working, then that's stupidity. You got to make a change. Sometimes you got to do different things to get different results if something isn't working. But if it's not working because you've not been consistent, the problem is with you not being consistent. You got to be very mindful about that. Have a great day, everyone. Focus on building consistency. I will guarantee you it will change your life and you will start to lead a more meaningful, a happier, and a more free life. Have a great day. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, breathe deep, and remember, you care. It's all about you.